Trinbago style coconut fudge. You're in for a real treat today. This rich, creamy, melt in your mouth sweet has been a favorite across the Caribbean for generations. And once you make it, you'll definitely understand why. Now, one of the biggest questions people ask is, how do you know when the fudge is ready? Today, I will show you three easy methods. You can use a thermometer if you have one, but if you don't, you can use time, and I will also show you how to get the perfect consistency by water, which is the traditional way to get the perfect smooth fudge every single time. And let's make this irresistible Caribbean classic together. For today's recipe, we are going to be using some fresh coconut to make coconut milk. You want to make sure that you chip up your coconut very small because it's going to destroy your blender. If you are someone who likes pieces of coconut inside of your fudge, you will peel a piece of the coconut and then you're going to grate it on the fine parts of your grater. You won't add a lot to it. You'll only need about a tablespoon or two. Into our blender, we added our coconut and we're going to be adding some water, which is about 2 cups of water. And I'm going to blend my coconut. Then you want to strain the milk. I'm not going to be using all of this milk. I'm going to be using some of this to cook. You only need about 1.25 cups. And here we have fresh coconut milk that makes the best fudge. Canned coconut milk is also an option if you don't want to do all of this. Other ingredients we're going to be using is some evaporated milk, about 1/2 cup. We are using 1.25 cups of fresh coconut milk, and I'm also going to be using a mixture of granulated sugar and brown sugar. Brown sugar also works fine. And of course, condensed milk. The amounts will be listed in the description box. You will also need a clear glass of water to test the fudge readiness. If you are going to be using a thermometer, you want to make sure that you place it in ice water to calibrate to 0. You will also need a baking pan lined with parchment paper. Into a pot, we are adding our coconut milk. I am using a wide pot because I want the fudge to reduce fast. We're going to also add our sugar, condensed milk. I have a recipe on my channel for condensed milk and coconut condensed milk. You can check that out. Evaporated milk. And we have a very thick consistency. Having a thick consistency helps because it reduces faster as opposed to more liquid. More liquid, you're going to take a longer time to reduce the fudge. Mix it and you should see some marbling. And I have this on high heat coming up. As I go along, I will fluctuate between high heat, low heat, and medium high. Going along, you would want to examine the drip so you know it gets thicker and you are making progress. When the liquid starts to simmer, you will see foam around the edges. And this happens because the mixture is losing water and the sugar concentration is going up. So as you simmer, the liquid evaporates. To give you a clearer understanding, we're going to be using a timer and we will monitor the timer as we reach the different stage of the fudge cooking. Every 2 minutes or so, you want to make sure that you are scraping down the sides of the pot because as the liquid evaporates, it's going to evaporate from the side first. At 6 minutes, you should have a very rapid simmer, just like this. And you want to make sure that you are constantly mixing, especially the middle. This foaming that you are seeing in the middle, that is air and steam getting trapped in the mixture, especially as the milk solids are cooking. This is normal and it just shows that the fudge mixture is changing its texture. As it continues to cook and you get closer to the texture that you need, the bubbles will start slowing down. That's a step in the right direction. You want to reduce this fudge to 234 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 112 degrees Celsius, or somewhere around 236 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 113 degrees Celsius, or 238 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 114 degrees Celsius. So if you're using a candid thermometer, you want to cook it until it gets to around 113 degrees to 114 degrees Celsius. and then you want to add your butter and vanilla. And let it continue to cook for another 4 minutes before you add it into your baking pan. I am just using a regular thermometer to do this. If you don't have a candy thermometer, don't worry, you can still nail it with a traditional method, and I'll show you how. At this point, we're going to examine the drip. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker. We are now at the temperature that I want. You can add your vanilla and coconut pieces here. I'm now checking to make sure that the temperature is up to what I want, and you can examine the bubbles in the pot so that when you are making yours, you should look for something that is similar. We have our glass of water. I changed it because I want to take out the pieces. Add the mixture into very cold water and it should firm up. You should not see any milk and it should be clear. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it to show you exactly what to look for. If you take it out with your finger, you should be able to squeeze it. This is where you want to add your butter, and you want to continue to cook this on low heat for about 4 minutes while consistently stirring. You are looking for something that is glossy and shine. If you have gotten this far into the video, give the video a thumbs up, which helps my YouTube channel to grow, to reach more people, and to make better content. Add the mixture into your baking pan lined with parchment paper or foil. Butter isn't really necessary unless you don't have any parchment paper. Overall, it took me 24 minutes approximately to complete the entire process. So we're gonna allow the fudge to cool down for about 20 minutes, which I will set a timer. And after that 20 minutes, I will score the fudge, because once this firms up, it's gonna be more difficult to cut into, and you will stand a very high chance of the fudge pieces breaking apart. Overall, I am leaving my fudge to cool down for an hour and a half. I like to cut it when it's warm because I get smoother pieces of fudge. If you made the fudge without a thermometer and after about 30 minutes it's still very soft, it means that it will not set and it wasn't cooked enough. That is easy to troubleshoot and fix. All you need to do is add 1/4 cup of the evaporated milk into a clean pot on low heat. Place the fudge back in, allow it to dissolve completely to where you left off, and you will reduce it and go until you test it again in water and you are able to take out the pieces with your hand. After that, you can enjoy creamy, smooth, soft white coconut fudge made the traditional Trinbago way. No stress, no fancy tools, just rich coconut flavor and that perfect bite. One taste and yeah, you'll be hooked. We have now come to the end of our recipe. If you enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up, a subscribe. Help me to grow my YouTube channel by sharing. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend, and see you in another one of my recipes.